Hey everybody, I hope everybody enjoyed my Gravekeeper video. Today we're going to be bringing you, Invoked Thunder Dragons. So this combines the Invoked engine with the Thunder Dragon engine. Yeah, so like I said, I hope you all enjoy this video, and we'll go over the card by card as usual. So, for the Invokes, well, let's just go through each one. So I am running the, Frame Gear package. The frame gear package, as I said before, if you have no monsters on field, if your opponent, ashes you or uses Maxi or something, or any monster effect, you could Gamma destroy the monster, special summon Gamma, and special summon Driver. So you need 2 in 1. These are, you want to draw the Gammas, you don't want to draw a Driver, but sometimes it happens. We are running 3 Thunder Dragon Matrix. This you could discard it, target one of your Thunder monsters, it gains 500 attack. Simple as that. If this card is banished or sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Thunder Dynamics monster from one Thunder Dynamics from your deck to your hand. Not the best, but it does come up every now and then. 3 Ash Blossoms for hand traps. Yeah, simple as that. 3 Alistair the Invoked. This card is pretty cool. You could normal summon it, and if you do normal summon it, you could add a fusion, one fusion card called Invocation to your deck to your hand. Really simple. A lot of people will try to ash this. That's why you have the Gammas, or not. Well, in that case, Gammas won't work. But like I said, yeah, just be aware of that. Really cool one, and we'll talk about the extra deck, what it can actually do later on. We got 3 Thunder Dragons. Thunder Dragons, you can discard it, add 2 copies from your deck to your hand. Simple as that, deck thinning, but also, utilizes some of the Thunder Dragon effects, like Thunder Dragon Titan. So, just so you know. Then we got 3 Thunder Dragon Dark. Dragon Dark is pretty cool. You could discard it, add another one from your deck to your hands. If this card is banished, you could add 1 Thunder Dragon card from your deck to your hand. Oh, wait, if this card is banished, or sent to the field to graveyard, you could add 1 Thunder Dragon card from your deck to your hand. So like you could gold sarcophagus, banish this, and just get any of these ones that you want. Anything. Pretty cool. We got 1 Thunder Dragon Hawk. You can discard this card, special summon one of your Thunder Dragon monsters that is banished or in your graveyard. Simple as that. It's a 1 of limited. You do 1 and 1. Then we got 2 Thunder Dragon Wars. They are semi-limited. You could discard this card, add to your hand 1 Thunder Dragon card that is banished or in your graveyard. Pretty cool. This does come up quite a bit. Then we're doing 1 Dragon Thunder Dragon Duo and 1 Thunder Dragon Lord. These do not come up often, but they're nice to have. We got 1 Regeki for field wipe if we need it. 1 Monster Reborn. Foolish Barrier actually comes in handy. 1 Terraforming. We got 1 Gold Sarcophagus. 1 Instant Fusion. We got 2 Invocations. 3 of them clog up the deck. 2 of them plenty. Just in case 1 gets banished, you have a backup. 3 Thunder Dragon Fusions. You could actually cut this if you really wanted to 1 copy. Perfectly fine. What I would do with that is add like 2 Call by the Graves or something like that instead. Just so you know, you can cut this. 1 Lightning Storm, I only have 1. You get to run 2 more if you cut down Dragon Fusions also. We're running 2 Magical Meltdowns, our target for Terraforming. Magical Meltdown is, if you activate it, you could add an Alistair the Invoked from your deck to your hand. Simple as that. Then you could normal summon Alpha Invoked and get Invocation. Then for back row removal, I'm running 3 Cosmic Cyclones. That's about it for the main deck. Yeah, you can easily replace this if you have other better ones. Like I said, if you have the 3 Lightning Storms, you probably won't need the Cosmic Cyclones, but they're good to have. Alright, for the Instant Fusion target, you want to use 1 Kamari attack. Simple as that. It's a win target, and that does open up Raiden. So, this guy here. Raiden is a quick, once per turn, you could Book a Moon one of your opponent's monsters. Kind of not really useful, but it does come up every now and then. You got one Invoked Galaga. This doesn't really come up often, but it is a nice little kind of floodgate where each player can only attempt to activate one monster effect per turn. It's not great, but it is useful. Always one Purgatrio. This does an OTK enabler. Basically, you can attack different special monster. It inflicts piercing damage, and it can attack all your opponent's monsters at once. During certain decks, this could just straight out, insta kill people. One Dragon Colossus. This is banned in the TCG, but in Master Duel it's legal. This card is really good because cards cannot be added from your main deck to your opponent's hand except by drawing them. So this cuts out all the pot cards. So Pot of Extravagance, Pot of Prosperity, Pot of Duality, all of those are taken down. Really good floodgate. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. You don't go in this too often, but you can. Basically, when monsters are special summoned, you can target one monster your opponent controls and destroy it. This is not a once per turn, by the way. Oh wait, yeah, it is. Never mind. But anyway, it's a pretty good card. Then we're using 2 Mechaba. This is your main target for Invocation. Basically, it takes Alistair and 1 light monster. Lots of your dragons are lights, but if you don't have one in hand, you can also go into the Magnus Moo, link someone off into it. This card is basically if you have a spell, trap, or monster in your hand. If your opponent uses any of those cards, you could discard that type and negate the effect and banish it. Really good. And combined that with, Dragon Colossus, you could shut down games really quickly. Where you are running 1 Titan, Titan states that you could discard cards if Thunder Monster effects is activated in hand. Even during the damage step, you could actually destroy 1 card on the field. And if this card would be destroyed, you could banish 2 cards from your graveyard instead. We're running 1 Amaraj to open up our Purgatrio. 1 Moo to open up, like I said, Mokuba. 1 Alistair the Invoked Madness. You could cut this if you want, add anything else you want. It's not really necessary. Some Summoner, yet again, it doesn't go into it that often, but it's kind of nice. 1 Anaconda for Dragon Fusion Summon. Simple as that. This card is pretty nice. You don't go into it too often, but if you need to play, you can easily do it. Then a win more card is Apollosa, Bow of the Goddess. This can be cut. Most of this is pretty flexible. It's up to you, but this has been a really fun deck, and I hope everybody enjoys the games. Alright, so this is a really interesting game we're about to see. It is Invoked Dragon Rulers versus Invoked Mech Knights. This is really fun. I hope you all enjoy. So basically, to start off, my opponent goes first. He uses Terraforming. I let that go through. He gets Magical Meltdown. At this point, I was like, nah, I gotta ash it. Like, there was no ands and buts about that. I can't let that go through. So Magic Meltdown does get negated. He does not get an Alistair to hand, and he sets 2. I was like, okay, this is interesting. My hand is pretty decent, not the best. At this point, I normally summon Alistair the Invoked, and I do get Invocation to my hand. I do activate Invocation, link them off, fusion them off to a Mechaba. Invocation targeting Alistair. Alistair comes back to my hand. Invocation gets shuffled back to the deck. Battle phase, I get in for 25. I didn't use Alistair. I wanted to save him for next turn. So my opponent draws. He sets 1, and now he uses Mech Knight Blue Star. Mech Knight Blue Star states, this is a really cool card. Basically, if there's 2 cards in the same column, which is the spell and that, you get special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon 1 Mech Knight Blue Star once per turn this way. If this card is normal special summon from the hand, you can add 1 Mech Knight monster with a different name except a blue sky from your deck to your hand. At that point, I can't let that go through, so I ash it. Looking back, I should have a Mechaba, but slight misplay on my part. And he ends his turn, and I go. So it's my turn again. At this point, I'm like, alright, what's this monster reborn? One of the Ash Blossoms, because I was going to link him off. he chains Ward Legacy Whispers. When this card is activated, you can target a level 5 below a higher monster on your field. It gains 1,000 attack. Negate any spell effect that in the same column as a Mech Knight. So Monster Reborn will get negated here, and this will gain 1,000 attack. So that's always fun. At this point, I normal summon the owl, so the Invoked. I get Invocation. I activate the Invocation. And at this point, I do the exact same thing. I get another Mokuba. So now I got 2 negates of 1 monster, 1 spell. To me, I was like, you know what, I'm sitting pretty well. I activate Invocation, shuffle back that, get Alistair invoked back to my hand. I go to battle, wait till the damage step, activate Alistair, then, do damage. I waited to the damage step, that way he didn't have any responses, because I didn't want him to have a response to this, so I just waited. Now it's 2,500 left. I'm doing pretty well. I feel really good. I know I got 2 negates. I was like, okay, let's see what happens. He normal summons Mech Knight. So he normal summoned Blue Knight here because 2 cards. It didn't use its effect, by the way, because I would have negated it. Then he normal summoned Max C and linked him off to a Mech Knight. At this point, I'm kind of upset. He activates World Legacy Secret. What this card does is that you can target level 5 level higher monster in your graveyard, special summon it. At that point, he does bring back the Blue Sky. Does not use the effect, of course, to get a Mech Knight Spectrum. Basically, this card states that if this card is that point is in the extra monster zone, doesn't point to anything. So it's all down arrows, cannot be targeted and or destroyed by card effects. So it's a good towers. He just attacked over 1 of my Mechabuzz. At this point, I should have predicted he uses effects. Get rid of it. I try to negate it, and then he calls by the grave, negating my Mechabuzz. Fuck. That is really annoying, but it happens. It's not the worst thing. So that gets negated. That goes through. And he summons and exerts my in-phase goes. It's my turn. I'm pretty much screwed. At this point, I copy the Cyclone, the Word Legacy Secret to get that off the field. I attack the Mech Knight, and I pass my turn. I can't do anything here. This is a really bad spot. He draws for turn and decides he can't do anything with it. He attacks over my Mechabuzz. My board is now cleared. I need a good top deck. So it's my turn. And what do I end up getting? A Thunder Dragon. Yes. Thunder Dragon's really cool. I discard it. I had 1 copy and 1 copy only. Dragon Fusion. Use this. Shuffle back 3 of my Thunder Dragons. And that allows me to get into Titan. I use Titan because it has 2,000 more attack. And beat over it. I wanted to save Thunder Dragon in there just for the simple fact that I could discard it my next turn to destroy something in his turn. He draws for a turn, and at this point he realizes there's nothing he can do, and he concedes the game. So I hope you all enjoyed that match.